Ladies and gentlemen, the New York State Public High School Athletic Association supports and encourages spectators to enjoy the competition between our student athletes and cheer for their teams in a positive manner. Negative comments and behavior will be addressed by the appropriate site personnel. Spectators should be loud, be proud, be positive toward all players, coaches, officials, and spectators. We thank you for your support, everybody, and enjoy the game. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Westchester County Center, White Plains, New York. Today, it's the 2023 Section 1 Boys and Girls Basketball Championships. First up, punching their ticket to today's AA semifinals, please welcome the number 2 seed, Roy C. Ketcham, Varsity Girls, as they take on the number 3 seed, White Plains Tigers. The number 2 seed, Ketcham, came into today with a 21-1 overall record. White Plains at 19-3. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you all please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen,
we are live from the Westchester County Center in White Plains, New York. This is your local live TV broadcast of Championship Week basketball. Kevin Devaney Jr. on the call for this Section 1 Class AA girls semifinal, the first of 4 games here in White Plains, and the host city is our first matchup. White Plains Tigers going to take on the defending Section 1 champion Ketcham Indians. Kevin Devaney Jr. joined by Scarsdale coach Mike Blanca. Coach, thanks so much for joining me here today. You're in your Scarsdale attire. You look like you're ready to coach a game.
Listen, our boys are playing in the second game today, so this is a great prelude for me to watch 2 great girls teams here. We played both of them, both are tough. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup because I think Ketcham is going to try to establish an inside game, and I think White Plains is going to want to run, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Our starting lineups right now for Ketcham: Jalen Chobra, Jenny Nardelli, Cameron Green, Caitlin Robertson, and Nia Rencher. 4 juniors and a senior in this starting lineup. And now we go to the other side with the head coach Pat Mealy and Benji Carter for White Plains meeting in half court. And now our starting lineup for White Plains. And Coach, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you so well because this announcer in this building is so loud. So I appreciate you speaking up there a little bit. And the White Plains Tigers, Isla McIver, Sequoia Lane, and Eve Plata, India Newman, and Annalise Reggio are the White Plains starters. Coach, give me a little scouting report on the Tigers.
They want to get out and run. They want to get to the rim. They want to use their guards, very, very quick guards. The key to this game, though, is going to be Lane. Lane has got to stay on the floor. She's got to stay out of foul trouble because Rencher on the other side is very good in the low post. She gets a tremendous base. She gives a great target to her guards. And she's a tough cover. So Lane is going to be very important.
This is the first of 4 championship week matchups on this Friday afternoon. It's all Class AA today. Our next game will be the Mount Vernon boys taking on Scarsdale in a Class AA boys semifinal. And then the top-seeded Albertus Magnus Falcons in the third game. That game was scheduled for 6:30. And they are taking on Ursuline in the other Class AA girls semifinal. And our final game of the night, an all-Rockland County matchup on the boys' side, with Clarkstown South, the #1 seed on the boys' side, taking on North Rockland. And it's been a fun week. It's been 4 games every day, and we want to appreciate and give thanks to all those who've tuned in so far on LocalLive. We've had a lot of people I know who just walking around the building today have said, hey, I watched on Tuesday, I watched last night. Oh, I didn't watch, no one watched on Tuesday. Monday, watched last night. And we had some good games last night, Coach. And I know you're always tuning in.
Absolutely. This takes me back to when I played here as a junior and senior in high school, so I know how special it is for the players. And the only thing better than being on the court would be sitting next to you.
Oh, I appreciate it. It's much easier up here. It's much easier than playing. It's certainly much easier than coaching. I look at the stress in some of the faces of some of these parents. This is also easier than that. So I get to sit back and relax and just enjoy basketball and talk hoops. As we said, this is the first of 4 games. The 3 o'clock start. I imagine the crowd. I see a lot of people are still in the lobby trying to make their way in. And I know it's been a long drive from Dutchess County, from RC Ketcham, and a very short trip around the corner for White Plains. And we're getting ready here at half court for our opening tip.
Kevin, I have to say I'm very excited to see this game. I watched the film of the first game, and I thought White Plains really had a good shot of winning. They missed a lot of baskets close to the rim. Missed a lot of shots there. So if they get those shots again, I bet they go in today.
Defending Section 1 champions, 2 wins away from bowing back-to-back. White Plains on course right now, and they had the basketball to start. White Plains in black, inside layup, off balance, gets her own putback and up and in, and the N1 finish for Sequoia Lane.
I was very surprised. Ketcham came out in a 2-3 zone. We saw Lane miss that first shot, but had the wherewithal to go ahead and put it back in. That's a very, very big basket in this game.
It was surprising to see her be that open underneath. It was probably even more surprising to see her get an offensive rebound like that against, as we said, this potent interior defense of RC Ketcham. She can't convert. It's 2-0 White Plains to start.
Straight man for White Plains.
Here's Rencher out in the perimeter now. Nia Rencher in that championship game last year, just terrific. And a tie-up. White Plains gets after it so well defensively. They get a tie-up here and a jump ball. I'll be staying with Ketcham.
On that first possession, I saw Lane push Rencher off the block. That's going to be very important because if she catches the ball outside the lane, she's going to be a little different player.
And a deflection. Shot clock. Shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation. Tigers ball.
So Ketcham can't get a shot on their opening possession. And White Plains will have it with the 2-0 lead.
They extend out the zone a little further.
They'll change looks, Coach, right? That's what something Pat Mealy does?
Absolutely.
They'll change looks probably as much as anybody. In the lane, tied up, and a travel.
Travel violation called against the Tigers. Ketcham basketball.
That official underneath is the Dutchess County official, Tommy Vergidamo. Confusion. It's not the Haldane coach. That's his twin brother. Haldane playing for the section championship tomorrow. And that shot is off the mark. And rebounded by Aaliyah McIver in transition. White Plains likes to run, but taken away and deflected out of bounds.
Great play by Robertson that time, but very, very important shot on the offensive end this time by Ketcham. Number 10, Nardelli, missed her first 3, and she's a deadly shooter.
Not afraid to pull the trigger. We'll see her put up shots for sure.
Great range.
In the lane, turnaround shot, and a foul.
That's the first one on Rencher. 6:40 to go in the first quarter. That's big.
Cameron Green, second team, second on the line for the Tigers. Sequoia Lane, 2 shots.
It also seems that Coach Carter is isolating Lane in the lane, trying to get one-on-one looks with her against Rencher, so he has confidence in her.
I know this White Plains team has been building for this championship run, and then I looked at the roster and I realized how young they are as a team.
Absolutely.
And the rebound secured, and out of bounds off Ketcham. So 0 for 2 at the line.
Checking for Ketcham. Number 22, Allison Kaminsky.
Pass cross court. Inside, passed out. Baseline jumper is off. And rebounded by RCK. That was Chobra on the rebound.
Yep.
Chobra trying to go coast to coast. You can't finish. Rencher there. The putback, left hand, and one.
The basket.
Okay, so now Rencher and Lane are even. One foul apiece. Great drive by Chorba to draw the defender. And Lane had nothing really to do but to try to foul there. She still made it. Rencher is very strong.
And one finish. Ketcham with the lead. 6:17 left in this first quarter. Staying with the zone. Baseline drive to the corner. The Plains passes up another three. Plata back out. Almost lost and taken away.
Good defense that time. In fact, Plata didn't even get a shot off that time. I thought she was going to pull the trigger there. She's very important against zones.
And the ball deflected and stolen by White Plains. And Elise Reggio with the steal. Inside, nice feed in the lane, blocked. Deflected away there by Caitlin Robertson.
He's going with this high horn set here with the back screen.
Top.
And the down screen. Yep.
Three-point shot off the mark and bounces into the hands. Stays with Ketcham. And that was Jenny Nardelli who missed a three. But nice hustle there by Allison Kaminsky to keep the possession alive, and a foul on Plata.
Ketcham likes to run what's called a horn set. They have double screeners up top, and they run screen to screener off of it. Very effective.
Inside, Nardelli's shot is swatted away. Sequoia Lane with the block. Here's McIver. And steal by Nardelli.
Uh-oh.
And stolen right away from her.
Good job.
She's a little slow. She might be hurt, Coach.
Yep. She doesn't look right now. She might have gotten hit.
McIver passes up a three-point shot, crossover dribble, takes a defender in the lane and finishes. Strong move.
Strong move. She might have pushed off a little bit with that left arm, but the ref didn't see it, so it's a good play.
He may have seen it, just didn't call it.
That's all.
4-3, White Plains with the lead back. And baseline shot, and a carry. Seen that a few times this week. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. It's McIver. And a long three-point shot. That's off the mark. Taken by Plata. And a rebound for Ketcham and a travel. And you got to be careful. Well, demonstrative to the official was Jalen Chorba.
That's a shot that they want Plata to take every single time, though. Coach gives her the green light. She's a great shooter.
Coach, I know your boys' team was discussing this. They were on this since last week about the three-point line, the NBA line that's here. And is it confusing players? Is it just visually?
It can in the beginning, but you get used to it later on. The biggest thing I see is when you shoot from the corner, you actually look up into the second deck. So the corner shots become a little difficult with the depth perception. Back to the horn set, down screen on the opposite side.
Three-pointer is up, and it's no good. Rencher there for the rebound. And up and in, another and one opportunity.
That's number 2 on Lane. That's very, very big.
And yes, he has the second foul. Sequoia Lane, the junior.
Coach Carter pleading his case. I don't blame him. Got to keep Sequoia Lane in the game.
Hits again. Ketcham with the lead back, 6-4. Driving in, kicking out. White Plains passing up on three-point shots. I feel like they've been a team that's pulled the trigger all year long. No substitutions, Coach, right, for White Plains?
Not
after
yet.
The foul? Nope.
Well, not with Lane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Inside, kick it back out. Three-point shot from McIver's up. And offensive rebound. What's the call here? Officials going to get together, I think.
Okay. It was on Nardelli.
Okay.
I thought maybe Rensher was involved in that play. I thought maybe she would get whistled for that one. Good break for Ketcham there.
Yeah.
White Plains is going to have to hit a couple of threes or some outside shots in order to reopen up the middle there for Lane if she's going to stay in the game.
Three-pointer is up. It's going to be way long. It's going to be rebounded inside by Lane. She puts it back up and in.
Great job. See now, McIver airballed from the corner. You look up into the red seats and it becomes a little tough to shoot from the corners in this building.
Interesting perspective there. I only sit up here. I don't realize the shooting difficulties. As we're in the top row here in this upper balcony. Inside, shot up and in. Strong finish.
Chorba's that type of kid. Really tough. She gets to the rim. Not overly fast, but quick. See again, another miss on that side.
Rebounded by Ketcham on the missed three.
And Coach Mealy is going to stay in that zone until they hit a few of those.
Yeah, well, make them make the change, right?
Yep.
Timeout for RCK. With 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. Section 1 Class AA semifinals. Kevin Devaney Jr. here from LocalLive with Mike Blanco, the coach of Scarsdale High School. Coach, how many years have you been at Scarsdale?
This is number 12.
12th season. And obviously you go out and you make the toughest schedule possible for your team.
We do. We challenge our girls to play top level, top-notch competition. And it serves you well when you get to playoff time. You're not afraid of the competition that you're going to be facing.
Went on the road in the quarterfinals, am I right? And played Ketcham?
Played Ketcham. We had what we thought was a great game plan, and we pretty much ripped it up about 30 seconds in.
They are, obviously, they're very good in general, but in their home gym, I've watched them. Watched them beat Ursuline this year there.
Very
and,
tough.
I feel that they are very potent, and it's not all just Dutchess County officials that people want to pretend that's a thing. Officiating this week at the County Center has been good.
Oh, we had two great officials in our game. I'm saying that publicly now.
Yeah, so on the record.
To make up for the technical foul I received in the game.
Out of the timeout, here comes RCK.
Again, they're in the horn set, looking to get Robertson involved. She's gonna have to get involved. Good move.
Nice
Good
move inside. What a finish.
Key player.
That's Caitlin Robertson. Three-point. One of these has got to fall, and that one doesn't, but an offensive rebound put back again for Lane.
Coach Carter made a little adjustment. He put Lane at the high post as opposed to down low. That rebound came right into her hands. Great move. Here comes the back screen.
Trying to free up Rensher and down low. They can't. Lane hasn't changed her style. And a travel.
You know, there was a lot of activity in the low post there. That could have been called a foul.
Coach, not that you're the coach of White Plains, but if you were, would you take these 90 seconds and take Lane off the floor?
I probably would.
Some would have done it right away.
But you know what? The other side of the argument is that she's played with fouls before, and she's probably learned how to do it. So he has trust in her not to get that third one.
Three-point shot is up off the mark, rebounded by White Plains on the air ball. To the corner, three from McIver is good. Knew they were going to hit one, right?
Yep.
And that one gives them the lead back.
1 minute to play in the first period.
Been a good opening quarter, now down to the final minute.
This is where Plata is very underrated. She's a great defender. She has quick feet.
Trying to feed inside, overthrown, out of bounds.
Out of bounds. White Plains ball.
smooth stroke watching the replay on Local Live, and just what a smooth stroke McIver has. Gives him good size, good height inside, but terrific outside shooter. She drives, dishes off, shovel pass from the baseline jumper, doesn't fall. Rensher there for the rebound, and that is going to be foul number 3. And she does it that far away from the basket. So Lane's going to have to sit with 3 fouls.
And that's going to be lengthy because they can't afford to put her back in to get the 4th. McIver on that last play, though, that's where she's really effective. She gets into the lane, she dishes out, and she makes players like Reggio better, getting her open looks.
It's got to hurt a big oh no from someone sitting behind me.
Yes.
They announced that 3rd foul. Kind of the feeling of everybody here from the White Plains side. On the ball defense here, down to 12 seconds. To the corner, 3-pointer shot is up, off the mark. Rebounded by White Plains, 7 seconds, good push. They have McIver. McIver with 2 seconds, dish off layup, blocked by Rensher in the final seconds. And what a play defensively to close out this quarter.
Great play by Rensher. I noticed that White Plains doubled the screen, off the screen that last possession. It was a good job. Although 24 was wide open in the corner there for the shot, I think he's going to make a little adjustment there because the person didn't rotate out. But a great job by White Plains trying to get that last shot. But they still hold the lead by 1 point, 11-10. But I'm really worried about Lane now not being on the court for them.
11-10, White Plains with the lead and their star on the bench. We'll take a break here in the first quarter. Section 1, Class AA semifinals on Local Live.
Coffee, hot chocolate, all sorts of good stuff here at the County Center. At the concession stand located behind the scorer's table. That's the 2023 Section 1 concession stand right here at the County Center.
Welcome back here on Local Live, Section 1 Class AA semis. White Plains with a 11-10 win, lead, not a win, 11-10 lead over Ketcham after 1 quarter. Coach, you made a good point during our break about what you're looking for from Ketcham defensively. Do they change things?
I'm curious to see what Pat does now for Ketcham if he now goes out of the zone and goes man now that Lane is on the bench. And she's going to be there for a while. So this is a good opportunity for them if they're going to, make some hay in this game. Next 8 minutes are going to be very important.
It's going to probably be Lane on the bench, possibly to halftime.
I would think.
Yeah, depending on the score. I mean, obviously, best laid plans, but they're probably going to have to let her sit for as long as they can afford to. And White Plains has depth, and you're not here with only a couple players.
That's correct. They have players.
So
it looks like he's going to start back in his zone. And it's obvious what his game plan is here. He wants to keep them on the perimeter. And Lane not being out, it's going to be a little bit easier to box out and get inside position.
So White Plains to start this second quarter. Tigers in their black uniforms, orange numbers and letters and white trim. Ketcham in the home whites. 3-pointer from the corner to start. That misses. Rensher with the rebound. She might have had to ice her hand on that block at the final second. She got in there. Made what a play
without
that
fouling.
Was.
Yeah, it was a great play without fouling, especially.
Into Rensher. This second pass they've overthrown to the post.
That's because the pressure on the ball is really good. When we played Ketcham, we tried to put as much pressure on the ball as we could, but they could see over our smaller guards for the most part, so they were able to make that entry pass. And again, Rensher gets a great base, and she gives a great target for her passers. Right now, Coach Carter has 5 out. Type of a set against the zone.
Cross-court pass. Plata kicks it back out for 3. Sets, shoots, no good. Rensher there for the rebound.
That looked good coming off her hand. Demara's a good shooter, too. There's your back screen. Okay.
Pass into Rensher in the low post. Gets a double team, and she travels.
Excellent help. Excellent help that time on the weak side by India Newman, who actually is a very good shooter as well. Great reaction.
Minute and a half gone by, second quarter. Same score as it was at the end of the first. In the lane, McIver dances through. She travels. We had Pelham coach Tim Petrulli on yesterday, and he kind of groaned every time there was a travel call. He says that the officials called the travel.
At times, switching defense here, 1-2-2.
He loves CYO, fourth grade CYO. They don't call anything, especially travels.
Right now we have McIver on Rencher. McIver has a very strong base too. Good steal by Plata.
Plata with the takeaway. Pulls up, mid-range jumper off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Ketcham. Kaminsky with the board.
Oh, there's a walk.
And double dribble.
That one was for Coach Petrul.
Yes. Kaminsky giving good minutes as a freshman.
Number 12,
Under 6 minutes. Kyver to the foul line, kicks it up to the corner to Plata for three. It's off the mark.
Again, that corner. She hasn't found the range yet.
I laugh when I come here. I mean, when I see teams warming up, maybe they've never been here before, and they do a layup line. I said, save the layups. Layups are easy. Take shots when you come to the county center in the pregame.
For sure. Great move by Robertson that time.
And it falls.
She's going to be key right now, I think.
Another lead change and a timeout for White Plains.
In the interim, Kevin, I'd like to shout out a little get well soon to Kevin Metcalf, who just texted me and said that he had his hip replaced today.
I saw that.
And he'll be listening to all 4 games.
That's good.
Great coach, great guy.
Absolutely, North Rockland. And I saw the picture come across on my watch, and I laughed. I said, is that Coach Metcalf? And sure enough. So, yes, best luck to him. And appreciate him tuning in. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in all week long on LocalLive, broadcasting all 25 games. We got 12 in the books. Everyone keeps asking me, how do you feel? I'm sitting up here talking basketball. I mean, if they're asking me how I feel from all the Nathans, but I've actually tried to be good. It's more the coffee. The coffee intake has been a little over the edge.
For me, everything that they serve over there is very bad for me, so I got to try to stay away. I'm going to have to call an Uber to bring something over to me.
Little Uber Eats to the back door here at the
all.
County Center. Tell them you know me. They'll let you in.
Again, they stay 2-3.
Yeah, they haven't changed yet. Three-point shot is up and in. Capri Demara for three. And if you're Benji Carter, you got to feel good out of a timeout. You call the timeout in the half-court offense, and you draw something up for an open three, and she hits.
Yep. Her shot has come off really well, all the shots that she's taken, so I thought it was just a matter of time. Let's see if she gets a rhythm now.
A lot of contact, no call there.
Yeah.
Inside and a foul. And that's on McIver, I believe. It is.
Again, Robertson puts the ball on the ground, on the deck there, and takes it to the rim. She does that really well, and I think she's going to try to get to the rim even more, be more aggressive offensively. Her team needs it right now.
One shot.
McIver's actually doing a really good job in the post area as well.
Free throw misses. 14-12, Ketcham with the lead. Excuse me, White Plains with the lead. Inside, corner, three-point shot is going to be long. Bounced off the hand of Rencher. And nice move there. Chorba in the open floor, and deflected, it'll stay RCK.
White Plains always gets back well. They're really trained to get back on defense really well by their coach. White Plains has got to feel really good about the game right now. They're up 2. They have Lane on the bench, and Plata hasn't gotten off yet. So I think they feel pretty good about where they are, and they're almost halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah. Buying time. Maybe even.
That's it.
We watched Ariana Coopy from Tappan Zee yesterday get her third foul in the second quarter. She sat for most of the second quarter, and then into the third, they had the lead. And she was able to get out there and in a game that they led every second until the final minute. And they ended up falling 37-36 to Harrison.
Great team. Harrison is a really, really good basketball team.
Really good basketball team that didn't look so good yesterday, or at least not the first quarter, scoreless.
Yep, it happens.
Talked to Coach Lewis Kale this morning, and he said, I haven't got a chance to watch the game. I want to hear the broadcast. And I said, do yourself a favor and skip to the second quarter. Don't live that over again. Don't relive that. And a foul there, and they're going to call that on Ketcham. A little too aggressive on the arm swing there for Jenny Nardelli.
Yep. Good call, and the ref was standing right there, so it wasn't a good place to do it. Man-to-man.
Here's McIver, drives in. And back to the top. Corner.
Yeah, that's a block.
One thing I'll say is the Ketcham guards do such a nice job of crashing inside.
They do.
You know, if someone goes by them or gets through the middle, defend the interior and also manage to get back out on the perimeter. And they can cheat a little bit right now because White Plains is not really letting it up from three. Plata. Tamara fakes. Pull-up jumper over the hand of Rencher's no good. Rebounded was Robertson.
I'm curious to see what they run here now. Okay, they're going with their dribble handoff stuff.
Robertson now hands it off.
That's where they want it.
They want it inside. She can't finish. Was Rencher and no call. Trying to convert her 3rd and 1. Plata gives it up. 3-point shot straight away and hits Capri Demara.
Every shot she's taken today has come off her hand really well, and I feel it's just a matter of time, and then now she's got 2.
17-12, White Plains.
She obviously has a green light as well from her coach, which is a good thing.
In the lane, layup is good. Ketcham stops the bleeding.
Nice move by Chorba with her right hand, taking it strong to the rim.
Jalen Chorba strong to the rim as well, and a nice finish for White Plains. Aaliyah McIver.
That's her comfort zone right there.
So dynamic, so quick on that first step.
Yep. She's so strong. She can absorb a lot of contact around the rim as well. And it doesn't affect her shot. Let's see where they go this time. I'm assuming either Robertson or Rencher are going to wind up with the ball here. Back screen.
And a foul.
That's a great out-of-bounds play that coach runs. It's ball gets reversed. There's a back screen on the weak side. Great screen set that time, and it allowed for the foul. Ketcham also uses their screens extremely well. Robertson is an excellent foul shooter, and she's a little, dumbfounded now that ball didn't go down.
And misses them both.
Yeah, both from long.
Rencher there, but gets taken away by McIver. A lot of contact. And they almost got Rencher there on the foul for the loose ball.
Yep.
Coach, I've got to say, and this is game 13 now I've done, and I've had coaches in the booth. You are easily the quickest at identifying defensive schemes and changes and little things. And I'm very impressed.
We played against both teams, so I have a little more of an insight probably than some of the others. But that was another good back screen, down screen action there. Now Chorba has the ball.
Chorba was working on India Newman. Inside, taken away by McIver. Here's McIver, coast to coast, left-handed, a foul.
Again, that is her comfort zone. She keeps her head up well. She takes it to the rim. If she doesn't have anything, she dishes off. But she took that really strong to the rim, drew the foul. And again, there's many times when she'll finish that and get the N1. And she's done a tremendous job on Rencher.
Yeah, I was going to say, she had to take over because that was Sequoia Lane inside. And so now they move her onto Rencher. And she did something right there that I was impressed with, is that she was obviously, playing her between her and the basket. And she kind of wrapped around and got that steal.
She showed quickness there, absolutely.
2 out of 2. 21-14. Impressive what White Plains has done without Lane.
Well, it's obvious that Coach Carter had a game plan for the backup in case of the foul trouble because he went right to MacIver right away. So that's probably why he kept her in until she got the third.
Here's Chorba in the lane, loses the basketball into the hands of MacIver. She has a player out in Plata, and Plata layup is too strong.
Probably going just a little bit too fast for herself.
Timeout, RCK. I don't think Pat Mealy likes the way his team is executing in the half court. Seems a little off kilter compared to what you're used to seeing out of this team.
30 seconds timeout.
And a timeout.
Well, the one thing that, if I'm Coach Pat Mealy right now, I tell my team to stick to what they're doing, continue to set the great screens because that's what they do. It's created a lot of open looks. They just have not converted on a few foul shots as well, which is going to hurt down the line. You hope as a coach that it doesn't, but it usually comes back to bite you. And this is an important point in the game right now. He's got 1:43 to go in the second quarter. He's down 7. They need a basket. They need a basket.
As we said stop the bleeding, and even when I said that, I still feel like this is very much in White Plains' control, which is not what you'd expect. A one-sided game. Figure coming in here, 2 evenly matched teams. It's been a bit one-sided since the start of the second quarter.
Yep. And again, with Lane on the bench.
Rensher in the post. They
Good
double down on her.
Yep. White Plains is so quick to the ball right now. Outstanding defense by White Plains.
That was a team defensive shot clock violation.
That was textbook half-court defense right there because they covered every single part of the court, including the post.
Rensher had the basketball twice. Couldn't get a shot off. Demara for her third 3. No good. Rebounded by Plata. She'll kick it back out. And they will possibly reset. MacIver now in the corner. Approaching 1 minute left in this first half. Three-point shot is up. It's off the mark. Look good, but right there for the offensive rebound. The putback is up and in. It's Ainif Plata.
That's amazing. Probably the smallest girl on the court. Just cleared out, got the rebound there. Put it back in. Maybe that gets her going in the second half. Who knows?
It's the Ketcham team that came in averaging 64.2 points per game, among the best in Section 1 at 21-1 on the record.
9-point lead, 35 and a half seconds left to go. Good shot here. They go in, who knows, 11 double digits. Great quarter by White Plains. Their quickness is really showing.
They met on December 30th, a Ketcham 53-49 win. White Plains only lost 3 games all year. That was one. Inside, up, and they call a travel. Ooh, man, what a finish that was. That could have been huge going to the break.
That would have been huge, and I'm not so sure it's a travel. Probably was. The ref was right there. Look at me agreeing with the referee for a change. But great move, great strong move. And it's giving MacIver more and more confidence. She's saying, I can get to the rim anytime I want right now. I get that feeling.
14 seconds. Ketcham brings it across half court.
Extended zone here. They put the 2 guards out top. They eliminated the ball screen.
The 3-point shot is off the mark. Rebounded by White Plains, and Plata will let it run out. And we're going to go to halftime. Section 1 Class AA semifinal. White Plains has a 23-14 lead in this matchup. Coach, what are your thoughts going into the break?
I'll tell you, I think White Plains has really dictated the tempo here, and they did it with their defense. Outstanding how they covered the post with Lane on the bench with MacIver, and the help was outstanding. It wasn't good. It was outstanding. So I think Coach Carter feels very good about his team right now.
Almost as good as White Plains was in that second quarter on both ends of the floor.
They were tremendous, especially on that defensive side, how they handled Rensher with MacIver, who's a shorter player but very strong. And they doubled really, really well once she got the ball. So that's the difference in this game right now, 9 points. I'm very curious now to see what Coach Mealy does to try to change things up a little bit, maybe try to get some baskets in transition, who knows. But it's going to be an interesting half. He starts -9 right now, and Coach Carter is happy with his group, up 9, and now Lane is back in the game.
So it'll be Ketcham ball to start the third quarter. And they're going left to right in the white uniforms, red numbers, and blue trim. And left hand, no good. Rensher fighting for the rebound, and it's secured by McIver instead.
At halftime, I mentioned that maybe they keep McIver on Rensher. Good move. Good move. No basket.
And no basket.
On the floor. I thought maybe he would think about, Coach Carter, I'm saying, think about maybe leaving McIver on Rensher and help with Lane being the double person. But he's gone back to how he started.
Three-pointer from the corner is off the mark. If White Plains starts to hit some of these threes, it could be trouble for Ketcham.
Oh, don't pick up the ball there.
Pick up a dribble at half court. Plata defending tight, and it's got to be a whistle soon, and it is.
Great defense again.
Oh, timeout. The official called 5 seconds. The official on the near side is going to say that a timeout was called.
And they grant it.
Yeah, I think.
Yep.
You know what I like there? The coach, I call him Coach Vergadama because that's what he is. He's an official here today on the near side, and he thinks like a coach. And I think as an official, knowing that somebody was out there as a coach, he won a section championship as a baseball coach, went to the state final in baseball, so he gets it. He understands the game and what a coach would be thinking in certain situations. So I'm glad they got that talked over.
It's the correct call for sure. And he was closest to Coach Mealy.
Yep.
So he got it right away. He was on top of it. But that doesn't take away from the fact that the defense that they're playing is really, really good. It might be the best I've seen a White Plains team play, and it couldn't happen at a better time.
Another half, and they're on to the Section 1 championship against the winner of our 6:30 game. That is Ursuline and Albertus Magnus. Hard screen, no call. And a takeaway by Plata. Open floor. Plata lays it up and in. And Navy Plata, big basket there, and makes it a double-digit lead for the first time.
They are so aggressive right now. They're doing a tremendous job defensively.
You could be aggressive with an 11-point lead. And now Rensher inside, kicks it back out. Coach, you want Rensher to keep that basketball and try and make a power move? Or pass out to the corner?
You know what? That's the play that they've probably made all year. Kick it out to a great three-point shooter, and they just missed it, you know. But if she's open, you got to give it to her, I think. Good move.
Baseline jumper misses. Put back by Lane is good.
What's great about that play, even though Plata missed the shot, she drew the defense, and that allowed Lane to get down to the lane and get the offensive rebound. This is great defense right here.
Really
great
is.
on-ball defense.
And a foul.
Maybe a little too aggressive. But
Coach, we call that the announcer's jinx.
Yeah, I just jinxed her on that. But great defense, great foot movement, hands, everything is really disrupting the Ketcham team right now. They look to get the ball in the post from the out of bounds, so let's see. Back screen again, down screen. Covered that really well.
Some shot no good. Rensher there for the rebound. Got to go back up, and nice play on the help defense. Kicks it back out. Three-pointer is up, and it doesn't fall. McIver with the rebounds. And a foul at half court. A little frustration. Got to be careful.
Good defense against you usually does make you a little frustrated, but they got to keep their head in the game, and it's going to be one at a time, one possession at a time now. They got to figure it out. Okay, they've extended the zone here a little bit more. Lane is at the high post. Offensive foul. Yep, offensive foul on the screen.
13-point lead for the Tigers.
Number 22, Allison Kaminsky. She replaces number 4, Cameron Green.
Ketcham has just got to see the ball go in one time. Maybe they'll get it on this possession. He's going with the high ball screen. And the back screen for Robertson.
Layup is off the top of the backboard, rebounded by White Plains. They've done a good job on the glass also.
Yep.
Here's McIver at the top. He's going to follow Lane into the lane, but it's going to be stripped and taken away. Nice play there defensively by Rencher.
I like that action, though. He set a screen on the inside of the zone, which is really good against the guard.
Chorba almost lost the handle. Robertson hands it off. Three-point shot. This one looks good, and it falls. We had a good angle, Coach. That looked good off the release.
Absolutely. And that's where she is really, really strong. She can shoot from anywhere.
Jenny Nardelli with the three. They're going to need her to help carry them back in this. Down 10. Inside drive, strong finish. Too strong on the shot. Gets the rebound. Back out. Baseline jumper blocked by Rencher out of bounds. Another rejection.
You know, you wouldn't know it, but she's really quick off of her feet, Rencher. You think you have an open shot and you have time to get the ball out of your hand, but she closes out really, really strong, and she gets off the floor very quickly. Nice inside screen there. Leaves.
Left her wide open.
Yep. Great inside screen. Left Reggio wide open. Good recognition by the inbounder.
Annalise Reggio with the basket, just left pretty much all alone. Rare defensive lapse for Ketcham. Three-point shot. That one's up and in. Knocked down by Robertson. Excuse me, that was knocked down by Allison Kaminsky. Excuse me.
Yep.
Here's Plata. McIver. Three ball. No good. And another rebound. That's
Stays
Robertson.
Here. Okay. Out of bounds underneath now for White Plains. Same cross screen.
Gets into Reggio again, and she can't finish that time, but gets her own rebound. Here's McIver. One hand, no good, but a foul.
I think Coach is going to be a little upset on that one because they had it covered, and Reggio wound up getting the offensive rebound for another possession, and McIver now is getting to the foul line. Good move by her once again. See, as a coach, that would bother me.
Free throw's good.
Two for two.
Hits. White Plains hitting their free throws. They're rebounding, defending the post, denying the post. You said it was as good of a half of defense we've seen.
Very strong.
Three-point shot, same spot she hit from before. That one misses. Rencher with the rebound. Trying to clean up, and she does.
That's what they're going to need. More of that.
Rare second chance opportunity.
Yep. Great contest on the shot by Nardelli. Resulted in a Rencher rebound, offensive putback.
Three-pointer is up. It's going to be short, and Reggio there for the rebound. Gets it over to McIver. McIver in the lane. Nice fake, but she can't convert. Here comes Chorba, trying to create. Nardelli passes up a three-point shot, drives in, and a foul. What are they going to say here?
On the floor.
Foul on the floor, okay.
Plata. Look for the ball reversal on back screen. There it is. She's open.
Oh, they had a chance in the post. Nardelli trying to shake Plata. Inside pass, denied and knocked out of bounds by Sequoia Lane. And he'll stay with Ketcham with 19 on the shot clock.
Lane's athleticism allowed her to get quickly in front there, deflect the ball away. She's doing a heck of a job. Same with McIver in the post area there. Making it tough on the guards to deliver that pass.
Inbounds. A lot of contact. Offensive foul. Oof. Tough call against Caitlin Robertson.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but listen.
She did lean.
She did.
Didn't seem like a lot of contact with that lean, but foul nonetheless. 9-point lead, White Plains and the ball. Nice feed inside, but blocked out of bounds. That was some pass by McIver.
Great pass off the dribble, one hand, right on the money. And what happened on that play is that Ketcham extended out, and they extended out toward the wing, and Robertson got caught with a player behind her.
In the lane, can't finish. Sequoia Lane misses. Yeah, White Plains has just kind of squandered a few opportunities in the paint.
They have.
These last few minutes had a chance to keep this a double-digit lead. It's 9 with the ball for Ketcham. It's up the shot, no good. Rensher there, can't finish. And back in the hands of Chorba. She gets it blocked.
Here it comes.
Up the floor. Fast break, blocked out of bounds. Allison Kaminsky, the great hustle. Her and Rensher there, almost fighting to see who was going to block that shot.
Kaminsky did. She ran the length of the floor. Both of them actually did a great job recovering and blocking the shot. Saved the easy 2 points.
The Plains gets it in. Top, good ball moving here for White Plains, and call against the Tigers. 3-second violation.
3-second violation.
I want to give a quick shout out to our man Standing Kane, who is operating the camera for LocalLive all week here at the County Center. He's not in the building. He's at home in Orange County. So I want to appreciate it. He does a great job. Remote operator for LocalLive. Stolen away by White Plains. Up the floor, can't finish. McIver there all alone. She can't finish. And the ball's loose and a foul on the floor.
Going to be on Nardelli.
And Nardelli got the worst of that hit. Her and I think Plata shoulder to the side of the head. But man, opportunities by White Plains just being given away. 2 wide open layups.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa. About to inbound after that. I don't know if it's an inadvertent horn or what that was.
The player was not at the table.
That's the 15th foul.
Oh, there you go. Over the limit, shooting 2.
Oh, excuse me. I thought it was somebody on the floor had 5 fouls, but team foul, of course. And the officials will report to the table in girls basketball, the high school level, and in college. It's 5 fouls per quarter, and then they shoot 2, no 1-and-1s.
I actually like that rule much better than the boys' game, and I also like where you can advance the ball in the last minute.
2 great changes. I think the boys should make the change.
I think so, too.
I think the boys should also make the change, possibly on the stopping of the clock. Like that stopping the clock the final minute on a made basket.
Yep.
We saw a circumstance last night, a team out of timeouts. They scored, went down 3, but they couldn't do anything to stop the clock, and they actually committed a technical foul, threw the ball into the stands to stop it.
To stop the clock, yep.
Still impresses me. One of the most heads-up play I've seen in a loss. I love stuff like that. 90 seconds to go in the third. White Plains lead. Up 10, as you said, and taken away. Just giving the ball away right now, or it's Ketcham.
You know, this lead could be much bigger.
I know.
So Ketcham's got to feel a little bit fortunate right now. There's still plenty of time in this game.
Ketcham's on pace to score about half of what their season average is scoring. That shot misses. And rebounded by Lane. Lane inside, loses the handle, be out of bounds.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll be Ketcham basketball. Checks in for the Indians.
Once again, a good offensive rebound. Really attacked the rim, but just lost the ball.
Number 24, Ashley Santiago.
They're in full court mode now. Smart move by Coach Carter. His team is really working hard in the half court. He extends it now. I think he feels he can get turnovers.
Here's Chorba. No one's going to her. She throws it up and in.
Nice move.
Nice play by Chorba. Heads up play. Defensive lapse for the Tigers. Back to 8. Plata gives it up. 10 on the shot clock now. McIver thought about it, goes baseline against Rensher. Gives it up to Lane inside. She can't finish. Bounces around, and it'll be a foul. You feel like, Coach, one of these is going to be a turning point of the game.
Without a doubt, that's her 4th foul now.
4th foul, missed layup.
Missed layup.
Chance to make it 10. Now Ketcham has the ball down 8.
Meeting a 3-quarter court here. Good pressure. High ball screen coming.
Rensher out at near half court, trying to give Chorba some space. 12 seconds. High screen, a lot of contact, no call.
Man, that could have been something.
Something either way, I think. Nardelli leans in.
He's going to call a walk.
Travel. I think the referee did the right thing. There was a lot of contact on both sides. I think a little bit more on the Ketcham side. Went to go lean in there.
Yep.
Doesn't call the offensive foul. Instead, just gives White Plains the basketball.
Yep.
It's good officiating there.
As much as I'm reluctant to agree, I have to agree.
They listen, Coach. 3-point shot in the final seconds. It's up, and it's no good. And White Plains is 8 minutes away from the Section 1 Class AA championship game. Ketcham's reign as Section 1 champions is in jeopardy. Let's talk about that for a moment. How much does the championship medal of a team matter? A lot of these girls were on last year's team.
I think it matters an awful lot. Experience is, a very important thing when you're down by 8 points going into the fourth quarter. Right now, I think if I'm Ketcham, I feel good about myself because it's only 8. You cut the lead by 1 point. So you're in a position to still win this basketball game. You may not be happy with how you're executing.
Yeah.
But 8 points. You talk about 3 possessions. Ketcham is still in the game. I think White Plains right now has got to be thinking, wow, this lead could be, 14, 16 if we just hit a few of those shots. And now you have Lane on the bench with 4. So now that puts pressure on their defense as well. Let's see if McIver gets back on Rencher. And if I'm Pat Mealy, I feel pretty good about where I am, and tell my kids, look, we've been here before. Just calm down, play basketball.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be okay. I think they're going to make a run here.
Yeah, he's probably not happy, but he knows he can coach them back into this game. And they're only down 8 going into the fourth quarter. And we want to thank everyone who's tuned in here today on LocalLive. First of 4 contests online today on this Friday afternoon. We'll go late into the Friday night and then be back early on the Saturday morning with 5 section championship games. Class C girls starts it off at 10 a.m. The C boys at 12:15. The 2:30 contest will be the Class D boys championship, and then they have the boys and girls Class B finals, girls first, at 5 o'clock. And then the nightcap will be the boys, and then the quadruple header, just 4 on Sunday. Just four. Here in the lane. Can't finish. Rencher there. Rebound, put back, and foul. Foul will be against McIver. And if you're ever going to make a run, if you're Ketcham, this has got to be it, especially with Sequoia Lane on the bench.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was a good drive. Normally, Trouble will finish that at the rim, but Rencher is so active.
And she misses the foul shot.
The opportunity to knock off 2 without the clock moving is big, even at this stage, even at early part of the fourth quarter.
7 points.
Good soft touch on that one. Coach is staying in his zone, extended out above the NBA three-point line.
Here's McIver ending on Rencher. Rencher tries to draw a charge. They call it travel.
Yep.
So Rencher stepped up to draw the charge, and I think they just got enough of McIver in her head where she tried to take a little extra stutter step.
Yep. They didn't give her the room to plant that other foot properly.
Kick out pass to Nardelli. Back out to Chorba. Feeding the post to Rencher. Rencher.
Good kick.
Kick.
See, I look for Robertson to get more involved here.
4 on the shot clock. Shot up, and she's fouled. Chorba's got it he's a little too animated towards the official. I don't know if she wanted something earlier, but
once again, they can knock off 2 without the clock moving. It's really important. I mean, you're looking at a 5-point game here if she knocks these down.
One out of 2. Chipping away. Just little chips right now. 6 points.
That's exactly right.
And there are now 7 minutes to go in this fourth quarter.
The 2 people I look at right now are going to be Robertson for Ketcham, and I think Plata's got to get involved offensively here against the zone. She's too good not to.
Plata gives it up to McIver for 3. Big shot. team needed something, needed a lift offensively, and Aaliyah McIver gives it, the senior.
Great pass by Plata, though. She ball faked and reversed it back.
Drive, baseline, can't finish. Rebounded by McIver. Has she stepped up? When Lane has gone out, she's played her best.
Yep, she really has. Okay, we're in man-to-man now.
Here's McIver in the lane, gives it up. Baseline shot for Reggio, misses. Rebounded by Ketcham.
Great move, though. Great move and a great kick. Wide open shot.
Caitlin Robertson with that layup, with that rebound, and a layup is up. No good. They're going to say offensive foul.
Outstanding. Outstanding charge. She was planted. She was prepared. Took the hit right in front of the referee.
And a timeout going to be taken by White Plains. Under 6 minutes to play. Coach, let's talk about Benji Carter. I obviously have been following him as a coach for many years. He's at Alexander Hamilton and led them to a couple championships there. And at White Plains this year, I'm watching him. He seems like he's, I don't want to say he's mellowed, but he's definitely got himself a little different sideline demeanor is what we'll say.
What he does have right now is confidence in his players that he's developed since they were 8th graders and 9th graders, etc. So he has confidence and trust in what they do. He's a defense-first coach, no question about it. We see it here tonight. And he does a really, really good job of having his kids prepared defensively at all times. I
remember White Plains, people talk about the Austin dynasty, right? It felt like it was forever how good they were winning championships. Before them, it was White Plains.
Yes, it was.
And they won, I think, three, 4 titles in a row.
And that group had quite a few Division I players.
Yes, sure did. Sue Adams, the coach, former coach.
Yes.
And now Benji Carter trying to get the program back on top with the gold ball, and it's not been easy. Obviously, Austin occupied some championships. Albertus Magnus is going to be, probably came into this tournament a considerable favorite with the group that they have, but Benji Carter loved that underdog role. He always loved that. No one expects us to win, and if he's able to hold on here today, he'll be able to play that up for the next 2 days.
Yes, he will.
Really, day and a half.
And his team will be ready, that's for sure. Let's see what they do against the man here. So they're going into their dribble weave. Ball screen coming. They slip it.
Plata left open for 3. Gets the shot up, no good. And that falls, and it's trouble for Ketcham. Yes. It doesn't.
Again, it's from that corner looking up into the second deck.
Chorba gives it up to the corner. A lot of contact, no call. 3-point shot is up and in. That's a huge swing and a big shot there for Caitlin Robertson.
That's the player that I think is going to step up. I think they really need her to be aggressive offensively.
Suddenly back to a 6-point game. A lot of time left, 5-10. And the layup.
And
foul.
Now, a great move by McIver again to draw the foul.
Foul.
And a great response to Robertson's 3.
Second. McIver, 2 shots.
Coach Metcalf giving a little insight, and he's right.
He's 100% correct.
What he sent us in this note, he's home watching, as he said, following surgery. Hip replacement he had, is that right?
Yes.
And he made the comment about Coach Benji Carter and how he this year, he's always been a defensive coach, but this year he really got the entire program to buy into that mentality. And you've seen it here today, holding Ketcham to 29 points. 7-point lead under 5 minutes.
And they pressured on the inbounds there.
Got to get Coach Metcalf on one of these broadcasts.
Yes, I'd love to work with him. You won't get a word in edgewise.
I'll go hang out somewhere. Side kicked, and it'll be a reset. 9 on the shot clock. Was it a reset?
No, they stay at 9.
No, they stay at 9, excuse me.
Stay at 9.
The one time I pretend to know the rules of basketball, on the girls' side, and I'm wrong. They go back to 15. They go to 15, yes, right? They don't go all the way back to the top.
Now let's see.
Making it hard to get the inbound in. They do get it to Chorba. 3-pointer.
Big, very big.
Same spot she just hit. Can't convert there. Rebounded by Nardelli. Ketcham gets another chance here, down 7. Gives it up to Nardelli. White Plains on the ball pressure has been so good. 3-point shot is good. Here comes Ketcham. Caitlin Robertson. Her second 3 in a row.
That's the one I said. I believe that she's got to be aggressive offensively. And now they're down 4. They're in man-to-man. And Lane is on the bench still.
Nice move there by McIver to free up space, but she can't hit. Rebounded by Nardelli. Defending Section 1 champions until proven otherwise.
That's correct.
They have the ball down 4 in a game that has not really gone their way.
Drift screen.
Passes up a 3-point shot, drives in the lane, gets it taken away. Nice play there by Reggio. Robertson
She's
still down.
Yep. She got hit in the face.
McIver's going to walk it across at 3.5. Coach Pat Mealy wants a call.
Might have had a point there. High ball screen, double.
Interesting call on the other end.
I don't know.
I almost said makeup call. I don't want to call it that, but yeah,
I'll say it for you. I'll say it for you. That was my first thought too.
So foul. Sequoia Lane is back. 3:18. And Robertson has to go to the bench because I think she's bleeding on her eye. Maybe not.
I think she probably got poked in the eye. I do believe, though, that for Ketcham to win this game, those 2 shots she hit are very, very important because now they can go back inside to Rencher. They're going to have to get out on Robertson. Maybe she lost the contact there.
Yeah, Robertson has to sit, I think, because of the extended time that she's being attended to. So Allison Kaminsky will check in, the freshman. It's going to be Cameron Green, excuse me, will check in. Having a little trouble with the Ketcham roster, excuse me. So Green checks in.
Yeah, she's played. She's normally a starter, so she'll be comfortable in this role. Back screen, looking to get it into post. They got 2 there.
Dangerous pass, almost thrown away, but a jump ball.
Not a good decision. Robertson's coming back now. This is it, 3 minutes, 4-point game.
Number 20, Caitlin Robertson returns for Ketcham. She replaces Kimberly Gray.
So now 3 minutes left in this Class AA semi. First of 4 games here at the Westchester County Center.
Staying in man.
Move to the corner, dangerous pass. Indy Newman corralled it. Gets it over to Lane, kicks it over to Reggio. Reggio's shot is good. Baseline jumper just out of the reach of Rencher. 6-point lead.
Great penetration by Lane that time. Excellent job. Good recognition. Good show on the ball screen.
Another pass up, a 3-point shot. Back out, looking to the top to Nardelli. Nardelli drives, throws it up, and a foul. Stops the clock with 2:11.
That is not Nardelli's forte, but she was good enough to draw the foul there. Very, very important. Now, again, they can knock off 2 points with the clock not moving.
At 4:45 today, the scheduled tip of Scarsdale and Mount Vernon in the Class AA boys semi, the first boys semifinal of this Friday. And the winner of that game will take on the winner of top-seeded Clarkstown South and North Rockland in an all Rockland County semifinal. And that misses, rebounded, 5-point game.
Every miss now is magnified.
White Plains will walk it across and probably want to take it as far into 2 minutes as they can.
Yep.
And we're at the 2-minute mark. Timeout.
Timeout by Benji.
Timeout Tigers.
Steve Carter seems very confident, very in control here.
Full timeout.
The Scarsdale players are actually in the corner behind the White Plains bench.
And I have to give a shout out to my guy, Coach Joe Emilio. Did a terrific job this year with the group. Hopefully he can get to the championship game.
Yeah, beat Mount Vernon once already this season. Did it on the road. Now how many people can say they did that? Went at Mount Vernon.
Carlos Rodriguez hit a step-back three from about 35 feet to win the game.
That's about his range, though, right?
Yeah.
He likes this. Yeah.
He's very confident from anywhere on the floor. All right, little reset here. We have 2 minutes to go. Coach Carter has 3 timeouts. Coach Mealy has 3 timeouts. Right now, he's probably saying, listen, every rebound is important. Let's continue to pressure on their guards. And I think he's probably coming up with something now to make sure that Rensher is covered in that low post. And one of the other things, you really don't want to give up a 3-point play at this juncture. You want to make sure that everything is covered out to the 3-point line. And if Rensher gets the ball, make it a 2, not a 3.
5-point deficit for Ketcham out of the timeout. And as you said, White Plains basketball. And here we go. Under 2 minutes now.
Good curl.
Nice play off the timeout. Oh, foul on the way up.
Great screen, great curl by Reggio. She ran off the screen perfectly. She went shoulder to shoulder with her screener, and a great delivery there.
So Reggio goes to the line for the biggest free throws of her season. Hits the first, smooth stroke.
She looked very confident there.
White Plains is a team that definitely has shown confidence, even when things were sort of tilting back in Ketcham's favor. 2 for 2, 7-point lead.
They never panicked, Kevin.
Yeah.
They haven't panicked.
Even with the fouls to Sequoia Lane.
Yep.
Dishes it out. Jorba feeding Rensher inside. Rensher goes up, the ball deflected, taken away by Plata.
Great gamble by Reggio. She got all ball.
Plata into the corner. 90 seconds now.
Foul.
Say a jump ball. No, they're going to say it was a timeout for White Plains. Good job there by Coach Carter. Gets that timeout just in time.
Up 7, minute and a half. Ketcham only has 3 team fouls right now.
Yep.
So it's important for them. You know, if they want to get the ball back, they're going to have to at least do it 2 times. Coach may put in some people who are not in foul trouble. I don't think we have any foul trouble here, right?
No, I don't believe so.
We're in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
So he can keep his players on the floor. I know it's a 7-point game with 1.5 minutes, but that timeout that Coach Carter had to call, I hope it doesn't, but that loss of a timeout there could be a problem if Ketcham, makes a couple of baskets here.
Obviously, with timeouts in this stage of the game, everyone you use, you lose the opportunity to advance the ball to half court.
Yep. Okay, so they're doubling McIver on the inbound. Someone's got to flash to the ball. Newman flashes, good job.
Newman gets it. Plata's wide open. No one paying attention to her and throws out of bounds. Reggie Carter snared that ball and slammed it.
What Coach Mealy demonstrated there was that he didn't want the 2 best ball handlers to get the ball there. Newman got it, and they created a turnover off of that. Good coaching job there.
Need a basket here. Down 7, 1:13 left.
Drift screen.
Defending the 3-point line well. Nardelli trying to hit Rensher. She doesn't post. Inside.
Foul.
No call. Let him play. And Rensher misses. And 1 minute left. It's McIver with the basketball across half court.
Got a foul, Ketcham.
Plata.
Right,
and that's a foul.
Yep, one more. Got to get the ball back.
White
Clock
Plains
is now the enemy.
White Plains trying to earn a trip back here for Sunday's championship. Kyver inbounds, has Plata open, missed her. Yep. And they get to Reggio. Good free throw shooter.
I like the fact that she caught the ball in the middle of the floor.
Over to Plata. She's going to hold it.
Foul. Got a foul.
They're not fouling.
Got a foul.
Give it up. Taking a shot with 18 seconds on the shot clock and misses everything, but Reggio gets the rebound. No reset on the shot clock, and now a foul. Awkward final minute here.
Yep.
I guess maybe they feel they get a stop or force a turnover, and because White Plains has shot the ball well at the line, but a dangerous gamble, and they end up there anyway.
Yeah, at this particular juncture, the clock is a bigger enemy than White Plains at this point.
One shot.
Nine points, and White Plains can feel it now.
Yep.
Here comes Strorba across half court. In the lane, taken away by Newman. Newman gives it up, and a foul, timeout, excuse me.
He's going to time out. Let's see, he's going to advance.
That'll be a full timeout.
Now, what's going to be interesting here is where Coach Carter wants the ball, table side or on the far side. Personally, I always like the table side because the inbounder is usually right in front of me. And if I need to call timeout again, we can get it done quickly. .5.
So out of the timeout, 26.5 seconds. And then White Plains inbounding underneath their own basket. They don't elect to advance, Coach.
Personally, I don't like that move. But he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. Gets it across. And taken away. Ketcham with the steal. 16 seconds. They needed to score quick. In the lane, layup, in and out. And 9 seconds. And they're not going to foul. White Plains comes into the county center, knocks off defending Section 1 champion RCK, and they are on their way to the final. I don't want to say it's an upset, Coach, but this is a team that came out here from the start and was the better team.
Without a doubt, they had a mindset that they were going to defend, they were going to disrupt everything that Ketcham does on the half court, and they succeeded. They did an excellent job.
42-33, White Plains wins, and as we said, held Ketcham to basically half of their season average. You called it at one point about how they played the best first half of defense the entire season, and the second half was pretty close to it as well.
The White Plains team is always known for its defense since Coach Carter has come in. That first half of this game was the best I've seen his team play. And he had them well prepared for everything that Ketcham was going to throw at them. And congratulations to them. They deserve to go on to Sunday, and we'll see what happens from there.
Coach Blanco, thanks so much for joining me. We'll come back for the 6:30 contest, Ursuline Albertus Magnus. The winner of that game will take on White Plains in Sunday's championship. Next game up, Mount Vernon boys against your Scarsdale boys. Go put on your Scarsdale hat. You're already wearing the sweater vest. You look good. And root for your boys as they go on to try and knock off the Giant.
My guy, Joe Emilio, has done a great job. So, yeah, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait for the second girls game.
All right, thanks so much. We'll take a break, come back. Second game of the day coming up next on Local Live.
DJ is taken away.